Hello and welcome back to Plague of Shadows with Plaguey. Plague-kun. Plague-kun, don't come to my city. I don't know where I'm going with that, just...
Yeah,
Hey, look!
I'm not sure either.
Cypher...
If my joke's dying, I say sorry. I don't have a good punchline. I'm just gonna kill this guy.
Yeah, I probably should have. I didn't really talk that much about how he differs from Shovel Knight. He has a double jump, which is... His second jump is a little bit more weak, and I think his base jump is not as high as Shovel Knight's. Obviously, he has that bomb explosion, which he can do once in the air, I think. I'm not 100% positive on that. He doesn't have to dig. He can just throw one potion to get that stuff up. And he can have temporary health boost until you die. That's what those two last health things are with the green around them. And I talked about this briefly last time. As opposed to relics, he has different potions and powers. Like, he has the bait bomb at the moment, which is a little bit more convenient than... Oh gosh, cat, I'm just petting you. Calm down. Which, the bait bomb, obviously you don't have to hold it like a fishing rod, so it's a little bit more convenient, honestly. Can you hear her hiss?
Just
A little bit.
barely. It sounds like a door creaking every now and like just slightly.
I'm not even being mean to her. All I'm really doing is petting her. Oh, I did try to make this playthrough a little bit better. Go ahead. Yeah. I did try to make this playthrough a little bit better than the Shovel Knight playthrough. So this episode, I don't die at all on this episode. If I died too much, I reset the level, honestly. And then I just considered that a not good take, so I did it again. So the gameplay footage should actually be a little bit better than we've previously seen. So that's good. Yeah, this is one of those areas I was talking about, by the way. If you see a green coin in the side of the wall, that's a Plague Knight exclusive. So this area we haven't actually seen before. They're not typically long. They're about 5 scenes long. And they'll typically have you... It's easier if you have some of his extra powers, but not required, I suppose. And yeah. Oh, pardon me, I apologize. Excuse me. But yeah, I was going to say, we're pretty much just doing this before Spectre Knight comes out, because I want to play Spectre Knight. I thought about going to playing Spectre Knight blind, then I thought about it and I was like, nah, let's do one playthrough. That way it can look decent, because I was checking my old Plague Knight file. Spoiler alert, at the end of this, I do end up dying 30 times. There's one level that killed me 10 times, and when we get to that, you'll see why. But it was one of those side levels as opposed to a full-length level, so I was like, alright, I guess I'll keep it in just to show what not to do here. But my original Plague Knight file was 93 deaths total. This one was only 30. So that's why I wanted to do Spectre Knight before we move on. That's why I wanted to play once through Spectre Knight before we actually do a commentary on it. So can we
gotta get back to Breath of the Wild at some point too.
Yeah, I was wondering, do you want to do that as a stream or?
Yeah, I guess we could always. Honestly, you could probably, because
well,
two saves, one for a stream and one that we just have.
For a commentary.
I mean, one that you have that you can just leisurely go on to, and one that you can stream.
That's possible, because I was gonna. Eventually, I'd be willing to do a commentary on that. I'd rather do a stream for now. I don't think James wants another 60-episode series quite yet.
Yeah, because that would take a long time.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I was gonna say, I think James can only take one RPG series at a time, and I don't blame him for that at all. Because we'll probably be doing another RPG back after Tales of Symphonia, but we only record one at a time, because otherwise, I think...
That's a lot to take in.
It is. Also, I find it cute how they get Plague Knight in here. At least, so, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right, it is a lot to take in. And I was just thinking about it. The original Mega Man series wasn't great about it, but the later games were a little bit better. Mainly Battle Network. like they tried to make the net navi operators more female, but since most of the net navis themselves were based off the original designs, that kind of made them hard to make them female. So
yeah,
they at least made the operators themselves female. And I don't think they really did with that. Has there been a female Maverick?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't do much with the Mega Mans.
Oh, well, you're in for a treat because I'm planning to record that for May, so have fun.
You have the one that had the absolutely atrocious.
I want to do them in order as the thing, so it's Classic Series first. I know.
I've already. Oh, the guy that they got to do, I think he was some kind of doctor. He had not Dr. Wally. He had a really bad speech impediment too. We have to stop Dr. Wally.
Oh, I love that one. We will get to. That was Mega Man 8 actually. So prepare yourself for that. We gotta find all the energy resources. What, Mega Man? Oh.
Oh, after this, I gotta go look at that. Oh.
We'll get to that in May. I'm probably gonna do the Mega Man games in order, but the Mega Man since I played the Mega Man games more than I have Shovel Knight, which is kind of weird to say since I have 77 hours in Shovel Knight now. But I'm obviously not great. I don't speedrun Shovel Knight, as you can probably all tell.
Oh, there's games I absolutely love, but I don't bother speedrunning them. I don't really put myself through the stress and the trial and error to.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
Then I honestly believe that someone's already done it faster than humanly possible. I'm not gonna attempt it.
You could go for Digimon World 3. 100% run. How long was that run again?
You gotta beat it, like...
Hold on. 500 hours. So you were thinking of that. So I mean, you could possibly beat that speed run and go faster.
Yeah.
Do you wanna go for a 500-hour game? Otherwise, there's Baton Kato's 100% speedrun, which that's another RPG I plan to do eventually, and that was 347 hours. So the good thing with Baton Kato's is a lot of the items are items that just grow over time. That's why it takes so long for the 100% speedrun. So you can just go take a nap while you wait for those items to grow. Whereas Digimon World 3, you kind of can't.
This reminds me of Honor Orlando. Was it Honor Orlando?
From Dark Souls?
Yeah, I think so. Initially you fight the gargoyles on the roofs and you get the skeleton archers.
The gargoyles on the roof were not Honor Orlando, but that was just the Undead Berg.
Oh, I'm thinking there was one gargoyle in the center or something that ended up fighting. The two were, that was at the Berg.
That might have been, actually, because you're right, there is a gargoyle later on. I don't remember where that gargoyle is, but it might be.
I think I'm thinking of Honor Orlando then.
I think you might be thinking of...
Giant Knights, too.
Okay, and Orlando then, for sure, yeah. Once you said Giant Knights, yeah, I don't remember the Giant Knights being anywhere else. Which, that's a game we should play eventually.
Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to finish mine. I got the whatever it's called, the
Prepare to Die edition?
I mean that, but the item story-wise, I got the MacGuffin, or what is the thing?
Oh, the Flame Vessel? Or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got
the
the
kiln?
vessel.
Whatever it's called. But basically,
yeah, I got the whatever vessel, and then we can fast travel to different campfires. It's like, oh sweet, I'm gonna fast travel to my favorite campfire, and then take a break, and then went back.
Yeah.
And then it just sits there because there's times when I'm bored. I'm like, maybe I should play Dark Souls. I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like it.
It can be hard to be in the right mood for Dark Souls, to be honest.
Yeah, because I know that once I've just beaten something that took forever, I'm only going to get to something that's just as hard and make it even further stuck on it.
Yeah, I'm still... I got to a... I can't remember what it's called in Dark Souls 3, but I've gotten fairly far in Dark Souls 3, and I just... maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Just...
Isn't Dark Souls 3 the one that has Pontiff something or other as a boss?
I think it is, actually. I think you're right. So, that'll be something that's interesting. Not as interesting as Persona 3. Woof.
Yeah, honestly, I'd say that's less, not sure. I think it's the way it's done isn't necessarily
Events.
the Hierophant one.
Yeah, like the one that. Yeah.
Yeah, the way I rationalize that is it's not speaking specifically about the papacy as opposed to corruption and the ability that someone could use that position
Right.
wrong instead of what you're supposed to.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
Because that's why they're pictured with a woman behind them, because they're living extravagantly as opposed to the way you're supposed to live as a
Right.
holy man, which is the way I think Caesar Borgia, whoever the Borgia was that was Pope, he had several illegitimate children.
Right, yeah. I was gonna say, I know that the Borgia were not exactly. Yeah.
There's one that his parents bought the papacy for him.
Did they get declared anti-pope? I can't remember.
There's such a turbulent history. I can't remember if he was. I know that I think 1 or 2 popes have been.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's not very many of them. I just can't remember who has been and who hasn't been.
Yeah, some popes I think were exiled and then said, "No, you're out of office."
Yeah, I can't remember now. James, you don't happen to remember by chance, do you?
What?
Who's been anti-pope and who hasn't been? We think there's only like 2
No.
Okay. We think there's only been like roughly 2 anti-popes. Which is a really weird term.
Yeah, in Crusader Kings too. If you have enough, if a cardinal in your court likes you by a certain amount more than the Pope and has a little bit, like a lot of power, you can set up an anti-pope, and because you have an anti-pope, you don't need the Pope's permission to excommunicate anybody, so you can literally just say, hey, first cousin that called me fat, you're excommunicated. Why? Because I'm best friends with the anti-pope. But the downside is, every Catholic country around you that's basically that follows the Pope can declare war on you just because you have to depose your anti-pope. So if England sets one up, every Christian Catholic country can basically start a war and say, we want to depose your anti-pope.
Huh. I haven't played Crusader Kings. I probably should, but I haven't yet.
Do you have some of the expansions that go with it?
I have a few. I don't know how many of them.
Because some of them, I'm guessing you're gonna play Catholic more than not. So you
Oh, yeah.
probably want to go for the Sons of Abraham if you don't have it.
What about Mystics and Monks? I know that one's new. So.
That one I don't know just yet. That one, honestly, if I get the money for it, I'll try that one. Just because it adds in the different orders. I don't know if they have Franciscan later on, but I know for certain that they have Benedictine.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
I mean, I figure they're going to do that if they're going to do orders and such.
So, while we're on that, I've been thinking I kind of want to message my church. Because right now, since it's Lent, we have Gregorian chant, and I kind of want to just message the church, please keep Gregorian chant all season. Thanks.
Yeah, my parish will do. We started doing the Kyrie in actual Greek.
Yeah.
Agnus Dei in Latin, and I'm, oh, that's great, but can we do that
All the time?
every year instead of just doing Lent?
Yeah, and that's why I preferred the Basilica, because it's like the Basilica does it every time, and it's like,
Yeah, the nearest, I guess, traditional mass near me is like a good long ways away, even by car. So
Right.
till I have a method of transportation and the time to get there, it's just Novus Ordo for me.
Right. I was gonna say I know there's a Latin low mass near me. I just haven't gone quite yet.
I've never been to a mixed form.
It's more. It's hard to convince my wife because she likes the guitar and drums, and it's like, no, stop that now. And her excuse is, I like hearing what I hear on the radio at mass. And it's like, but it's not good. I mean, it's not that it's not good. It's that it's not. There's a time and place for it. I suppose.
At least in my opinion, I'm not a fan of it. in any form, but if it's done outside the mass, then
Go
it's
for it.
fine.
Yeah.
I just don't like it within the mass.
Yeah.
It's not my place to. I'm not a music director or a parish director or anything, so.
Yeah. And I was still working on relearning Plague Knight because it had been about a year, so obviously that fight with King Knight was not super smooth.
What happened to the King Knight at the end of Shovel Knight? I forget, because they all got like ironic. Endings.
Basically, the real king took over, and he had to be a peon.
Oh yeah, he was scrubbing the floors.
Yep, scrub all the floors in Hyrule, and then we'll talk about mercy. Take him away.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Boy, I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
I want a bomb said the Dongos.
You killed me! Say the next line, John. Say the next.
I can't remember now.
It's good. Say good.
I don't remember that part.
It was from the Zelda CDI game where she killed a wizard, and then all Zelda said was in a smug voice, "Good."
As you have seen my face, you must die.
Zelda CDI.
I see the footage of the people doing the voice lines for that. And instead, should I do that one? No, you're fine. I'm like, you sure we shouldn't just do that one again? No, perfectly fine. We've already shipped the game.
Yeah. It's done. It's like Tony Hawk 5. We had to release it as
tomorrow morning. It's good.
Yeah. We had to release it on download. Apparently they did get the license back for that, by the way, because something or other? I can't remember.
They did?
I think so.
So I guess whoever had it originally got it, because Robomoto got it, and they're responsible for the monstrosity that it is to it. Tony Hawk's 5, where I swear they must have been like, I don't know, they must have been having a good time or something.
At least it was
Having the
Activision.
time of their lives the night before, and they're like, guys,
No,
it
says 2000. It does say 2015 for Tony Hawk. I don't know if anybody bought it afterwards.
I know that it was an absolute it just, because even when they released it was buggy. People would just have their save. One guy had his save data just completely wiped.
Right. You know, that's one game we could eventually do. I have Tony Hawk's Underground for GameCube, and that wasn't bad.
I have Tony Hawk 4 for PS2. That is such a great soundtrack. It would just be
Copyright.
Like every song is a pretty well-known one, almost everyone.
Yeah, because that would be a problem too. We'd have to just we could.
It's a shame because I don't like skating around in silence. The soundtrack is what makes it.
I was gonna say we could sing the songs ourselves, and then they can't copyright it, right? Because then
write hours of covers and play in the background.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Because then we could just be a cover band.
Sweet. I've already got I got dibs on Public Enemies by the time I get to Arizona.
I'm sure James will help us. He's probably way better at singing than either of us.
Yeah, I think I said before. I just kind of mumble along.
Yeah. Whereas I just have fun with my singing.
I sang and played bass in the masses up at the Friary.
So see, we got our singing guy. We can do covers all the day long.
It's I'm just registering up at a new parish. I'm probably gonna play bass there too.
All about the bass, oh, I hate that song.
They already have a guitarist in. I don't really play guitar anyway, so.
Oh, they have guitar?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh man, I can't wait till I can get the banjo up in there.
Oh my god.
I wonder when we'll get our first ukulele mass.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
How about
I didn't even think about that. I should.
Oh no.
Their music director would probably go for it too.
How about, can you get him to do a xylophone mass?
Considering I would have to supply a xylophone, and I don't even know where I would get a xylophone. No.
I'll help. Let's see how much let's go to Amazon. Xylophone.
Or
And by the way, I know exactly why you are asking that. So.
No, you don't. It's
Yeah.
a secret.